So Dave, you've known Sharon for
many years.
Many years. How did you first meet her, and how was your first healing experience with her?
It started off that my wife had a session with her and came home and was so moved by the experience that she told me, "You really have to see this person." And I thought, well, okay, not sure why I need to see this person, so I put it off for several months, and then finally, after my wife repeatedly said, "You really need to make an appointment with this person," I finally did it. And when I arrived at Sharon's place, she said, "Why are you here?" I kind of said, "Well, it's because my wife sent me. I don't know why I'm here." But it was very, very moving to me, the experience. She was able to tune into things that no one else knew about me and share that with me, and had experience that someone had passed who was close to me was with us at the session. So when you have that type of experience, it really touched me, and I knew that this person was genuine and was coming from from the heart and from a higher perspective.
So then, did you continue to see her, or how did the relationship progress?
Yes, continued to have sessions spread out over a period of several months. And during those sessions, she was confiding in me, and my wife also had scheduled some additional appointments with her. And she had described some of her experiences from childhood all the way through to current, and listening to the stories about making connection with animals and with trees and with Jesus. It was very touching and moving, and we finally convinced her, "You need to get this out. Other people need to know your story."
So you and your wife encouraged Sharon to write a book, and you got her started. Can you share that experience?
She was very reluctant to do this. She does not like attention placed on her. She works through spirit, but she doesn't want to be, in front of people and out there, so to speak. So it took us a while to convince her that people would really benefit from the knowledge that she has and her experiences. So she finally decided it was time. So we sat down over a period of years, actually, recording stories and editing and sharing her experiences. So we hope we've captured some of that in the book.
Well, then you mentioned your shock when you realized that she had gone through with writing the book and having it published. And then what was your reaction when you read the book, the parts that you had worked on and some others that have evolved over the last few years?
It was very moving for me to know that she was putting herself out there like that. She's exposing herself and all of her life to other people. So when you do that, you open yourself up to be judged, and hopefully people will look at it and understand what the purpose of the book is. It's not to make her a celebrity. It's to get the message out about what her life experience is. Can you share how you met Sharon?
Sure. Actually my experience is kind of similar to yours, in that I was with my family and a friend at a water park, and a mutual friend of Sharon's and ours was explaining his experience by going to Sharon, and basically that you're not going to believe this until you experience her. And once you experience her, there's no doubt. And I was at a point in my life where I recognized being out of balance, and I was open to the possibility of developing spiritually, and very uncharacteristically of myself, went back to our friend's house, and he arranged an appointment for me to see Sharon the next day. And when I went, what would be uncharacteristic of me is I felt completely open to the experience. So she immediately got my trust, and similar experience to you. She knew that I had 2 children, what color their hair was, that my father had died, things about me that I don't think Paul knew. My friend would have known. and was able to, you know, I could just feel my energy flow, and she moved, touched, and inspired me to pursue a spiritual journey that I'm still working. My only other thought is, you know, that Sharon has given me guidance about myself or my family, and a lot of times she's told me something that, you know, I don't know what this means, write it down, and you process it. And there's been what seemed to be weird or unusual at the moment have always panned out. You know, there was a time when she said, body balance would be really good for you. I'm just getting this, I don't know what it is. I went home and I Googled it. I couldn't find it. I didn't know what it was. I just let it be. And then our family moved overseas, and I went to the gym, and they had a body balance class. And it turned out to be excellent form of Tai Chi and yoga and Pilates and the whole energy and meditation that was excellent for me right there and then. And it was only about a year after that I was reading through some of the information that Sharon had given me, and I was like, wow, that too was meant for me, even though I didn't realize it at the time.
Have there been other effects in your life you've noticed after working with Sharon?
I would say that she's always depthened or strengthened my spirituality and my connection to being one, and how we are all connected, and my effect on other people and their effect on me has opened me up to change the way I think about things, and how my husband and I are as a couple, and how we raise our children. So it's I think it's a beautiful thing, and I feel so blessed that I have a connection with Sharon, and that I've been able to keep it you know, over these years, and I look forward to knowing what she's currently working on, and trying to learn and grow from that.
I think the thing that stuck most in my experiences with her is her connection with animals. That you know, the traditional spiritual view of only people having souls. She relates several stories about how animals have that same gift from God, and it kind of, now every time you see an animal, you start to think about, and this just isn't an animal, it's something related. You know, we're all one, so I'm starting to see the oneness in everything now.